down. Single saber, right hand block. Keep it close to the back. Okay, pushing out, bringing it behind, touching the back, coming around, cut. Single saber, wrap, unwrap. Walk high, across the belly. Safe edge is against your body. Unwrap, cut, bring it over the shoulder. Okay? Cut, unwrap, over. Cut, walk high, unwrap, over. Cut, walk high, unwrap, over. Cut, walk high, unwrap, over. Single saber, diagonal cut upward. From right to left, left to right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Roll over. Walk with it, alternate feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Watch your edge alignment. You're cutting hip up through the clavicle. Up, 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 up. Saber. Covering block, feet together, offhand presses, and right knee rises. Chop down to the right. Make sure you bring it over the head. Don't duck your head down. Flick. Like a spring. Do it slow until you really get comfortable with it. Once you're comfortable with that movement, do your cut down, fall to horse, bring the sword behind, feed through, the offhand, use the forearm, and cut low. Chop, fall out, wrap, cut low. Now if you put those four together, starting with your left foot, cutting up to your right, fall back, cut low, horse, step behind. Okay? Once you put them all together, that's the first sequence of the form. But work on them independently first, especially the wrapping and unwrapping. Okay? Keeping this tight to the body is extremely important. Getting double sabers. Now, with single saber, I don't even worry about using a wood dowel or, my sparring equipment. My sparring swords are steel, so I train with steel. Not with double saber, not with swang dowel, okay? Especially if you're just beginning. And as a lot of Sifu will tell you, and I got this particular nugget from CLF Sifu Brian Cattell, especially for your flowering sequences, or just in the very beginning, it's good to start off with just a pair of sticks with double saber, okay? That way you can get the feel of it before you have to deal with edges. So we've got kind of the same principles at the beginning of these, okay? Press out, okay? We're covering the head with both swords, wrapping, cut with the bottom first, press out with the other side. Then to the left, chop, chop. Right, block, block, chop, chop. Block, block, chop, chop. Block, block, chop, chop. Okay, so once you feel comfortable with moving around with footwork and sticks, now I'm doing a horse-to-horse stance with that instead of just doing it in a single spot. Okay, I'm just going horse stance, horse stance. Okay, After you feel comfortable with these, though, here's what I suggest moving up to. What you're going to do, you're going to go online to Amazon. You're going to find yourself one of these cheap wooden training dowels. Most of the ones you find are going to either look like this or look like this. Okay? This fat-shaped one with the bigger handle is the one you want. I broke 2 of these. This one has been broken. I don't use it anymore. It's not even glued. It's just stapled together. Okay, this one at least is glued. So, get you a pair of these. So you're in for a total maybe 40 bucks, depending on the prices. I've seen them as low as 17. Okay, and then take the guards and cut the insides of them. Mark them so there's enough to keep them around, but it will allow them to kind of come together. So that way you can work with wooden swords that will allow you to do things like flowering without your hand guards getting caught, without you chopping yourself to pieces. I do not recommend starting out Schwangau with combat steel. It's just a bad idea. I'm not even there yet, so I certainly can't recommend anyone else do it. But this was my solution. Instead of trying to find a really expensive Schwangau out of steel or wushu steel, the Fenton 1 scabbard, these 2 wood ones do just fine, and they allow me to practice my edge control, okay, which is really, really important to make any of this work, because otherwise you're just batting with the flat, okay? Edge control, so important. Start just looking at the sticks, more stance, okay, and everything's to my right. Now I'm going to my left, block, block, step, step, chop, chop. Back the other way, step, step, chop, chop. Block, step, step, chop, chop. Chop, chop. Okay, this one's a really fun, simple exercise. Practice your thrusting. Schwangau, okay? You're going to start with a stab. With your left lead, bring your left hand up, okay? And your lead hand is going to cut, okay? Dip to the inside, cut upwards, step thrust. Dip to the inside, cut, step thrust. Inside, cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Turn. Back up. And cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. And bring it together. Here's one more Schwangau technique to add to this grouping. Okay. Do your side to side. Okay, chop, chop. Chop, chop. Come back, chop, chop. Now, you're going to step with your right 45 to this section, and as you do, the left hand presses out, okay? Just like a bar. You step into cat stance, cut up from underneath, and use your hips. Pull your right hip back to cut with that blade from underneath, and then come back over and stab. All right, that's the next movement. Side to side, chop, 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 bar, cat stance, chop, pull, thrust. Okay, chop, pull, thrust. That hip motion is really important. Chop underneath, pull it through, thrust it back. Nice, easy cool down exercise. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Around. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Once you get used to walking with them, things start getting a lot easier. Okay? Next time we'll talk about flowering and flourishing and some ways to make that easier for both sides. All right? Thank you guys. Always enjoy it. We'll see you next time.